Okay, here we go. Happy Monday. Monday the 25th, my gosh, of January. I fix my mat. And again, I have this yoga mat here. It's good because my feet don't blend into the carpet, but also it's sticky, so I don't slide. I don't know if any of you have that issue if you're in a room that has carpeting, but my feet in horse stance, they start sliding, and it's just not a great feeling. So anyway, this yoga mat's been great. So here we go, feet together, palms together in heart center. Feel your thumbs touching in on sternum. And then begin the cleansing breath. In through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth. As we begin to unwind and let go of stress. Let go of anything we may be holding on to. Sometimes we're holding on to things we don't even realize it until we start letting them go and unraveling. I know that's the case for me. I think I'm clear, I'm not holding anything, and then I start to do this work and something unravels and lets go, and I thought, I didn't even realize that was something I was holding. And it doesn't matter what that holding is, we're just letting go of any holdings at all. Don't even need to identify or label the holdings. Relax the hands. Put awareness right here in heart center. Continue the breathing. And take the hands and just flip them over. So I'm in this posture. Once I flip them, it's just like this. Very relaxed, arms are long, and sort of just tilted forwards just a little bit. This is a very receptive state, very yin, undifferentiated energy. I'm neither yin nor yang. Holding that Wu Qi posture, that circle, wholeness, oneness, boundless. There was sun today, which there isn't. You would imagine the sun rays, even though there isn't any. Just imagine the sun rays coming in through a nearby window, into the palms, into third eye. You're like a sunflower reaching for that sun. Spine long, sky hook on the top of the head, pulling the spine up, sacrum sinking down into earth. Relax the hands. Turn them back over into that Wu Qi posture. Bend both knees, step out, flat, empty foot. Remember, never take a step that you can't take back. So we put it out flat. I don't put it out with the toes. This helps us with Tai Chi and Qigong. Not the toes, not the heel, but just a flat, empty foot. And then sink and just let the body unravel a little bit side to side. And then after you feel this little unraveling here, just catch this forward and backwards momentum. This hands flowing through water. Heels, balls of the feet, back and forth, just lulling yourself like you're in a rocking chair. Feel you pushing against this river of chi on the left and right channels of your body. Relax the hands and just let them slowly stop, no rush. Back to Wu Qi, feel your body rooting, grounding into earth. Again, feel the palms of your hands, roots coming into earth. Feet bottoms rooting into earth. Sacrum anchored straight down into earth. The spine is the chain above the anchor. And that chain is pulling up from the sky hook on the top of the head. So here, elongate the spine. I don't know if you could see it. I see it in the video, but here's my regular stance. Now I initiate the sky hook. Whoop. Look how I probably gained a ½ inch or if not more in height because I elongated my spine. So my sacrum is still sinking down into earth. I've got a sky hook right here pulling me up, which pulls up my chin comes in, the back of my neck flattens out, my spine elongates. And again, just feeling that Wu Qi, undifferentiated energy. Wholeness, oneness. Neither yin nor yang yet. Whenever I hold Wu Qi, I fix my gaze on a point in space. So maybe a spot on the wall or a little notch on the wood. Could be a leaf on a tree outside a window, outside my house, bird feeder, whatever it is. But when you do hold this Wu Qi, just fix your gaze. When we're doing that, we're training the mind to hold a single still point. And when we hold the mind with the eyes and third eye into this single still point, it also stills the mind. So that's just a practice to get into whenever we come back to Wu Qi. Grab a point right away. As soon as we come into it, even if we hold it for 30 seconds, grab a still point and hold it. Don't worry about what I'm doing on the video or on your computer. Just hold that still point. Each time we do it, we train the mind. Stillness, stillness. And when it's on that still point, it's very hard for the mind to go off into thought. It's hard for it to go off into that monkey mind. So whenever I do Wu Qi, I hold that still point. And I do the Wu Qi before and after my practice, as long as I have time to hold it. So just a little something there. So let's begin the tapping. Opening up, moving any kind of stagnant or blocked energy we may have in the body. Use the cup the hand. Remember, we're using the palm, the Lao Gong, that energy gate. Down the inside, up the outside, shoulder blade, armpit massage, open the lymph nodes. Ribs, armpit down to waist. Come across, down the other arm, up, down the inside, up the outside, shoulder blade. Remember, we've got a big energy gate right underneath the shoulder blade. So we want to open that up too. Armpit, massage, ribs, vibrate like a drum. Come across here. You can use two hands or one hand, or if you need more intense because your clothing, you've got a lot of layers on, use the beak. That's a bit more intense. You're going, find your collarbone and go underneath the collarbone and get all in there. And again, when I'm in a rush, I just do a two right here. This works great. Got a lot of leverage on this one. But if you find one that feels wonky, stay on it, make little circles until it releases. Good, and then tap them a little bit. Just where you were rubbing, just give them a little tap with a gentle fist. Good, those are all long points under there. And then thymus. Thymus thumping. Breathe, release anything, let go. Stroke down vagus nerve, straight down vagus nerve right to Dantian. Just wipe it off. Just straight down. Snap Dantian. Dantian it's hard to get to with the palms, so we use snap with the fingers. The full length of my fingers, I just snap it. Gentle fists, kidneys, adrenals. Rub. Kidneys love a rub afterwards. Sacrum. And legs. Take your time. It's cold out, so you may want to give a little extra to the knees. I do make little circles, and then I tap. Maybe a little more, circle, tap. Because we do use our knees a lot in this practice. So it's good to bring extra circulation to them. Don't forget Achilles heel. That's your kidney point. Super important. I'm going back and doing them a little extra. And then when you're done, take your time. I'm here. Whew, wow, check in. That just felt really good. Check in, see how you feel. Notice the difference in your body during the check-in. You just want to notice any differences, any changes from before to after the tapping. Just notice how you feel. Hold Wu Qi. Even just this moment of Wu Qi, grab that still point. Keep training the mind. Training the mind to be still and present when we want it to be. When we want to allow it to think, we let it think. Of course, it has to think. We need it. But these moments, when we don't want it to think, we're training it to go into stillness whenever we want it to. Just even for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. And then eventually that builds up into several minutes. So from here, check in. Now, bounce. Take the hands, just a little different this time, just something different. And look at my hands. Now I'm going to breathe in rhythm. Inhale, exhale through my nose. I'm pushing Qi down into earth. Back to Wu Qi, in through the nose, out through the mouth, audible. Let the body move. Release anything you may be holding on to. That's the thing with the bounce. You're getting rid of any extra residual energy, residual blockages, maybe hanging on to the body. Just getting rid of those. Let the body move in between any way it wants to. Call that kelp. Just be kelp floating in the ocean. Where kelp just moves any way. However the water and the waves hit the kelp, that's how it floats. So in between, just be kelp. It's a wonderful, relaxing feeling. One more bounce. Tap the heels a couple of times. And back to Wu Qi. Kelp. Kelp floating in the ocean. This is just the body recalibrating. It wants to move. It wants to recalibrate and come back to homeostasis. Wants to unravel. Sink left. Push off the left foot for the feet together. And this is tension and release. One thing about tension and release, we're doing it a very specific way. We're pulling down and then we're squeezing and blowing off and then letting it go. And the let go is kind of like a piece of pasta coming out of the water. But I just wanted to bring up a point. I've read a lot about tension and release, and you really can do it any way you want. So you're stressed out at night, or you're in bed, or at night, in the morning, whatever, on the couch, you can just tense, release. It could be any way. We're doing this, but it just can be this. It could be this. It could be a stretch. Yawning, stretching in the morning is a form of tension and release. I don't know if we look at it that way, but it is. So, you could be in bed in the morning. Here's one, tension. Release. Be like a piece of pasta, right? Not al dente, soft pasta, overcooked pasta. Let's call it that. So let's do it that way. But I just want to make you aware that, in the morning, there's my tension and release. It's yawning, it's stretching. So let's get rid of any extra stagnant energy with this tension release practice. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Then release. As I'm bleeding off, I'm still tensing everything up And then at the very end, after I've blown it off through pursed lips, then I let go. Pasta. Just like that. Let's do one more of those. Out to the side. And we're going to do wrist one way, wrist the other way. Just to give an extra little stretch in the arms. Up and down. Here we go. Feet together. Inhale. Wrist. Blow it off. Relax. Pasta. One overhead. Wrist one way, wrist the other way, blow it off. Relax. Step out, flat empty foot. Get back into Wu Chi and go right into flow. So it's tap, bounce, squeeze, shake, flow. So you have to, we did the tapping, the bouncing, we did the squeeze. After the squeeze, this was the shake, and then here's the flow. Using the breath and the movement to marry the mind with the body, connecting, like a computer bringing a printer online. Right in front of lower dantian. You can do this two ways. Whole body breathing you can do in front of lower dantian, or you can do it in front of heart center. Explore both. Depending on the day, sometimes I do it up here. Remember, both ways, this will be your inhale, and this is your exhale. Ride on the rhythm and the speed of your own breath. Feel the breathing from head top down to toes, through the skin, everything. I can come back and go back down to dantian. Spinal cord breathing, you all know this one. Inhale, chest up, look up. Exhale, round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis, bend at the knees. Remember C curve right here. If you're not sure if you have the C curve, this is a great one to do in the mirror, just standing sideways. Just watch yourself and see if your back is really bending. It's the same motion as bend, bow, shoot, arrow with the spine. Inhale, chest up, look up. Exhale, bend the bow, tuck the pelvis. Of course, on this one, we focus more on tucking the pelvis, whereas in the Tai Chi form, we just focus on bend bow. This one, we're really overemphasizing the spine, the tucking of the spine, the bending of the spine. We're really overdoing it in a way because we're working the spinal cord. Four movements for spinal health. This is the two. One more of these. Exhale. Pigeon toe the feet slightly, if that's comfortable for you, and just gaze at the moon. Pump. Open. Notice I'm just rotating around my center axis like a revolving door. Just rotating around the center pole. Don't over-rotate. Let the back just find its way. Don't push it. It will rotate more and more over time without you even thinking about it or trying. Hold the center right here. And just want to show you one more way to do this, just this way. We're holding the hands just like this, and we rotate. Just a little bit different. I still have my feet pigeon-toed, and I just side to side. This is one you can do standing or seated. Wonderful rotation. Very similar, we're just not doing the pumping. Just more spiraling on the center. One more. Just like to give you other variations. Sometimes maybe you have a shoulder bothering you. If the shoulder's bothering you, this maybe the lifting of the arms will aggravate it. So no, okay, we can still work the spine in this very gentle posture right here. So I like to give you variations. So if you have an injury, even if it's just for the day, you know, just something you did yesterday, you overexerted your shoulder and I don't want to work it, then you can just always do this very gentle, but just as effective motion right here. So come back to Wu Qi, inhale, washboard, turn the hands over, push down, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we're breathing in and out through the nose, tip of tongue behind front teeth, or the new way we're calling it, red dragon behind the two white mountains. You may hear me breathing, but I'm still breathing through my nose. Inhale. Exhale, push down. Leave one hand down and bring the other one up. This is pushing down into earth. This one's heading up. And this is called heaven and earth press. Really feel this extension. I look at my top hand, and then I look forward and I release the top hand. And I let it start to float down. The hands start to make a ball. Picture a big beach ball between your hands. But if I keep letting them be in line with each other, they're going to hit. They have to pass. So as they get closer, they're lined up right here. They're lined up. But as they get closer, I move one of them to the inside. Where? Pinky's kiss. Pinky's kiss. That's how you know where. So if I move it this way, thumbs are kissing. No good. Pinky's kiss. And now I unravel and push up and down. Just want to make sure that that part is clear. Press. Oh, I just got a spinal adjustment. Look up at the top hand and let it go. Bring the hands down, beach ball. Move the top hand in, so you pinky's kiss. And unravel. Stretch, look up. After you look up at the top hand, you can look forward and release it. We don't hold it long. Stretch, really feel that stretch in your ribs. And let it go. Beach ball, then move the hands, inside hand, pinky's kiss. They don't have to touch, but just that's a way to remember. Beach ball, pinkies. Love this one. A more advanced move, when you're coming down, instead of pinkies kissing, you can just open the back hand. Watch this. Open the back hand. Stretch. Open the back hand. So it's just a more advanced one, but get the beach ball and the pinkies kiss first, and then you can do the other one. One more. Let the hand relax. Back to Wu Qi. Step out, left foot, right foot, and side to side. Hands flowing through water, fingertips pointing down, come around the corner. Hands start making a figure eight because you're coming around the corner. Just come as wide as you're comfortable. Don't push it. My toes are pointed out slightly. I'm in a low horse stance. Hands flowing through water. Notice my weight shift is leading my hands by about a half second. So my hands come around the corner here, and here's my weight shift pulling them. Well, let's go this way. Oh, let's go this way. Back and forth. Next time we all go this direction here, this direction. Everybody head this way. Leave the bottom hand. I'm just going to do it a few times just so you can see. Leave the bottom hand behind. Let it stop at dantian. Palm over dantian. And let the other arm float. Hands floating in the breeze. Leaf blowing in the breeze, but the hand is the leaf. Palm towards me through heart center, and then it floats up. Palm away from me through heart center, floats down. So the top and the bottom is always the same. The only thing that changes is the heart center. Palm towards me, float up. Heart center, palm away from me, float down. Try to mirror me as if you and I are looking at each other in the mirror. Again, heart center, palm away. In this direction, palm is away. And notice my elbow is leading. My elbow is leading, palm is away. I come down. Now my elbow is leading this way, palm towards me. How low you go right here depends on your level. It's not bending over. It's not this, right? That's lower back. It's low. Again, depends on your level. Work at your level, please. You can come as low as you want, or you can do a soft horse stance. Here's the whole movement in the soft horse. Soft horse is a high horse stance. I'm still shifting weight, notice, but I'm keeping a high stance. So that's soft horse. Still works the legs. Or I work at my level, come down. Palm towards me. Here we go. Come through here. I'll wait for everybody to catch up. Come through, come down, and I want you to imagine you're giving this ball of energy to the other hand. Give it. Cover dantian now with the other palm. Now this hand floats up. Why? It has the momentum. Boom. Gave it the momentum. Heart center, palm away, down. Heart center, palm towards you, and up. Again, the top and the bottom, the hand is always the same, just floating. Only place it changes is in heart center. Palm away, down. Palm towards you. Again, soft horse. Here you go. Soft horse. Still beautiful. Feel the arm. Feel how the hand gets light, floating, relaxed. Getting strong legs in this class from all this horse stance work. Next time the hand comes up, I'll wait for everybody. Just bring it down right into this karate posture, fists down at hip bones. Hold posture, make sure that your knees are out over your feet, over your toes. You can come into soft horse stance, which is up here. They're still engaged. Even though I'm up here, they're still very much engaged. Nothing wrong with soft horse. We all start in soft horse, and then over time, we get lower, 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 lower as the legs get stronger, but we never force it, ever. Work at 70% of your capacity, the Taoist way. So here we go. Punch. You all know this one. Open the hand. Go towards the pinky. The pinky is the way we grabbing someone's shirt. So grab with the pinky, then dog bite grip. Pinky next, 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 thumb last, and feel this, feel it in here. Push, pull, open. Grab towards the pinky side. Notice I break my wrist a little bit, break the wrist, and dog bite grip, thumb last, and push, pull. When we're doing this, I want you to focus right here. Don't even look at the screen. You all know this movement. Look here. Focus everything right into that hand. What is it doing? One at a time. Many people have a problem with this grip. They go like that. No, one finger at a time. Push, pull, open. By the way, the punch is right around solar plexus. It may look high in the video, but I'm only about solar plexus high. Grab, push, pull. Again, this is making new neural pathways in the brain. Aside from strengthening the systems, the legs, but we're making new neural pathways with this movement. Push, pull, open, grab. One finger at a time, dog bite grip, push, pull. One more. Grab, pull in. Good. Hold. Embrace the moon. Right here, embrace the moon. Turn the upper body like this. See how I'm just turning it? Just until it's comfortable. I'm not over rotating. And keep the knees out. Remember, when you're in horse stance, you want to make sure you feel like you have a spring. And that spring is pushing out against this knee and out against this knee. I've got a spring. So this is never happening. Springs. Okay? That's super important. Whether you're high horse stance, medium horse stance, or low, always there's a spring there keeping the knees out so we don't collapse. So embrace moon, turn, come down. This is where I mean this knee, when I'm coming down, could cave in. No, stay out. Just come down till you're comfortable. One hand on each side of the thigh, then come up, embrace the moon. Turn, rotate first. Now I'm looking into this corner. I'm just going corner to corner. Come down, one hand flat on each side of the spine. On each side of the knee. Pushing down, and bouncing up. Rotate to this corner. Down. Bounce up. Embrace. Turn to the other corner. Come down, one hand on each side of thigh. Up, embrace, center. Turn to the other corner. I know this one is challenging. Only come down to your level. You don't have to come down that far. Embrace. Turn to the corner. Down. Make sure this knee does not collapse. Last one. Corner. Down. Flat palms to earth. Up. Embrace the moon. Feels so good. Bring the hands overhead. Let them wand down. Palms towards you. Just slowly moving through the etheric field of your body. Aligning, centering. Golden ball, go around it, push down. Slowly walk the feet in. Heels, toes, or toes, heel. Stretch out a little bit. Shake, always good in between. Shake the body. Shake the legs. Whew. Let everything go. Now we're going to go out to the sides. We're going to do a little bit of tendon stretching. So kind of a little bit of tension and release your rubber band. And I want you to come out, extend, and release. Extend, come up on the tippy toes, stretch the rubber band. My hands, by the way, are out straight. Not sure if you can see that. Stretch like a rubber band and then release the rubber band. Stretch the rubber band, tippy toes, and release. This is working the tendons of the body and the membranes. And release. Notice elbows bend, knees bend, and then extend again. Rubber band, stretch, release. Elbows bend, knees bend. Same to get right together in time with each other. Extend, rubber band, stretch it, and then release it. Extend, release. One more, extend, and release. Bring the hands in, push them straight down, nice and slow, back to Wu Qi. Always back to that Wu Qi posture and right into Tai Chi ruler. If you have one, you can grab it and use it. You don't have to have it. Tai Chi ruler right here. But I bring it up anyway, even if you don't have it, because you could use a stick. You maybe have a little stick lying around the house or an actual ruler or something, and just use it to connect the palms to each other. If you don't have anything, that's okay too. You can just feel the palms. Bring them close, feel the connection between the palms, and then pull them apart a little bit, make a chi ball, and then start doing it. The approximate distance between the palms is 11 to 12 inches, very close to a standard Western ruler. And imagine there's a clock here. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Depends on which way you're looking at the clock, but you see it's just a clock circle. And then we add the pelvis and the qua. Notice my pelvis coming back in space as I come up forward in space. As I come down back in space, forward in space. Keep going. Hold on, just need a drink. Catch the rhythm of this. Notice as the pelvis is coming forward, the knees straighten, the pelvis comes back, the knees bend. Just like in all of our Qigongs. What is that doing? It's pumping the qua, pumping the groin. I'm going to show you from the side and the front. It starts really moving on its own. I'm pumping it as I'm pumping the qua, as I'm moving my pelvis backwards, forwards. This thing starts going on its own, almost. I'm still doing it, but there's a bit of a momentum that's happening here. From the front. Without the ruler, all good. All good. Spinning the orbit. Now bring it up. A little bit higher, a little bit bigger. Bring it up. Notice my fingers are now pointing upwards, up, over my head, down the front, under perineum, up the back of my spine, Where my hands are, the energy is. Up the back of the spine, behind the neck, over the head, and down the front. Under perineum. Up the back, overhead. This is called spinning the orbit. You can let your ruler go if you'd like, or you can hold it. I'm letting it go on this one. I mean, I'm still holding an imaginary ruler, but I put my actual Tai Chi ruler down. Although technically you could still hold it. Try to feel the energy coming up, over, pulling it over the head, and then it's coming down the front of the body, close to the body. Come up. As I get right around the neck, my fingers start pointing up, showing that the energy is now coming up over my head and down the front. I love this one, spinning the orbit. Inhale. Exhale down the front. If you want, when you're coming up, as you inhale, you can squeeze a little bit the perineum. Just a little clenching of the perineum, not a lot. That helps send the energy up. But then we shoot the energy over the head. We're ascending and we're bringing it. Now relax perineum. Don't squeeze it, relax it. Because now we're rooting back down into earth and grounding. Show you from the side. Inhale. Squeeze perineum. Exhale. Relax perineum, come down the front. Inhale. My feet are parallel, maybe a little wider than normal, but they're parallel to each other. I'm not in a horse stance here. One more. Relax the hands. Step out into a horse, and we'll do a little bit of uniting heaven and earth chi. Grab earth chi. Bring it out, up and out. Watch this motion. Up, I'm carrying it. Carrying this chi that I just scooped from earth, up, out in front of heart. Pull it in to heart. Right in, close. Turn the hands over. Push it out. I'm in not a big horse stance here, just a little bit, just a little horse stance. Meaning I'm not in this big wide, I'm not that wide. I'm a little wider than shoulders width. My toes are pointing out slightly. Not a big horse stance here. So push out, make the circle, bump the palms. Remember the palms right here? Bump, send it up. Now grab some heaven chi like this. Notice this motion. My elbows are bent. Pull down the heaven chi. Unite it with earth chi. Pull it up in front of heart, then pull it into heart. Feel heart open. Feel this opening right here as you pull it in. Turn the hands over, push through the wall. Make a circle, bump the palms. As I'm coming up, I rise. As I'm coming down, notice my legs, I root. So I'm rising and rooting the whole time. Into heart. Push through the wall, root. Rise, make the circle, root. Rise, send it up. Grab some more. Pull it down, root. Earth chi, grab that earth chi. Rise, pull it into heart. Root, push it through the wall. Here's pushing through the wall. Don't overextend, it's just gentle through the wall. Still upright. Spine upright the whole time. Circle, bump, send it up. Heaven chi, root, earth chi. Rise, pull into heart. Root, push through the wall. Rise and root with the circle. Bump the palms. Send it up. Scoop, earth, heaven chi. One more. Unite it with earth chi. Feel it coming into heart. Heart opens. Push through the wall. Circle. Rise and root. Bump. Rise. Send it up. Scoop. Stay in high horse or soft horse. And just let the hands wand down. Put one hand in front of Dantian. Walk the feet in a little bit, back to your stance. Hold one hand down. One hand is rooting. One hand over Dantian. Remember, and always we're using, never, so this would be my fingers over Dantian. No, palm over Dantian. Not fingers rooting into earth, palm rooting into earth over here. And, well, if you need a drink, just please step off for a moment. This is a good pause to grab a little drink here. I know I'm sweating. So we're going to do a little bit, this is very gentle, a little bone marrow washing, cleansing. This should feel really nice for the body, and then we'll end with some mobility work. When you're done, come back. Take your time. One palm over Dantian, the other palm rooted into earth. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna come up onto my knees here just to get closer, but imagine I'm still standing, please. You don't need to see this up close. Okay, here we go. So the hand that's rooting, just bring it up. Palm up. I want you to feel like there's something falling into your palm, like rain, chi, falling into the palm. Turn the palm over Ba Wei or crown chakra, make a little circle. So this is just sort of opening up Ba Wei. Make a little circle here. No, we're not doing this. This hand is steady. This hand is making a little circle to open up Ba Wei. And then let the hand float down side to side, as if you're ironing something that's wrinkled. Just side to side. How far from the body? That's up to you. Everybody's auric field could be here that feels right, here, but it's not way out here. Definitely not out here. Just feel it. Like, I just feel, oh, that feels good. I don't really, it's not like you need to know anything. Just know what feels right, what feels good. Know your body. Learn what feels good. Iron down. Down to Dantian. The hand goes out to the side. Good. Now we're going to switch. We're going to bring this hand behind the back. Right here, palm out away from you. Let the left palm come up, palm up. Feel something falling into the palm of your hand. Turn the hand over. You may want to close your eyes. We're going to do the same exact thing, so you'll know how you can probably hear my verbal cues. Make a little circle with the palm over Ba Wei or crown chakra. You may feel a little more if you close your eyes. Or you can just leave them open, but just a soft gaze. Now let it wand. Again, just feeling how far the hand wants to be from the body. This is called bone marrow washing, cleansing. I want you to imagine your bones white as you're cleansing through. Come down to Dantian and out to the side, root. Bring this hand behind. Let this one go. We're going to do one more each side. This time, palm up, palm down, circle. We're going to come straight down the body. And I want you to really envision white bones. Apparently gray bones, not so healthy. White, vibrant bones, super healthy. So let the hand wand straight down the body, close the eyes, and envision wherever the hand is. I'm in the head, I'm in the skull. I've got this beautiful white skull. Now I'm coming down. My collarbones, my shoulders are white, vibrant, healthy. Sternum, white, healthy. Ribs, rib cage. Coming through, coming through. Just picture pelvis, everything, white, white. Hand comes out to the side, hits dantian, comes out to the side. Continue imagining the white through the legs down to the feet. And then one more, switch the hands. Feel the chi come in the top hand, then turn it over, a little swirl, and just let it wand down. Just picture white bones. I'm picturing sort of a skeleton like in my health class, but it's my own skeleton. And it's white and it's vibrant. Hit dantian, out to the side. Release the back hand, both hands out, out to the side, holding Mu Chi, rooting into earth. At that still point in the distance, somewhere in your room, hopefully you're feeling from that movement a little bit more aligned. That's an ancient practice that I learned a while ago about washing the bones. It's a health practice, not really a Qigong, but a health practice. From here, let's just get into a little bit of mobility work. Got just enough time to do this. Here we go. Again, this is mobility, but this is also making new neural pathways. Because this stuff's not that easy. I'm not touching here, I'm touching down at the wrists. Up and through, down, up and through. I'm bending over to stay in the camera, but I want you to do it upright. This is the actual. You may have to bend over a little bit when you let your elbows out. Reverse it. However you're doing it, reverse it. Bring it in. Bring it in. Break it apart. Lead with the pinkies. Lead with the pinkies in. And it's right here. It's not big. It's not this big thing. The elbows are not involved. I mean, the elbows are floating. The shoulders are not involved is what I meant. The elbows are floating. Add the fingers. Again, I'm drawing two infinity signs with my pinkies. Pinkies are leading. I've got two infinity signs going in the air. Notice my digits. Notice my hands, how involved they are. Now, switch it. Now my thumbs are drawing the infinity sign. Thumbs. Add the hands. Add the fingers. Elbows floating in space as need be. They just have to float. Shoulders are not really involved so much here. Good. Now, wrist circles. Wrist circles. Not touching. Wrist circles inward. Elbow circles. In, in, in. Reverse. Relax. Good, relax. Remember, shoulder blades, not the shoulders, shoulder blades. Out like this. Walk forward with the shoulder blade. Walk forward. Each shoulder blade is making a circle. It's going up, forward, down, back. And then the other one comes out, up, forward, down, back. One at a time. Reverse it. Walk backwards with your shoulder blades, each one making a 360. Relax. Ribs. Relax the hands right here. Let the elbows move as they wish. Ribs forward. Notice what's going on here. My elbows are back, ribs back, elbows forward. Ribs forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Notice my elbows, they just move with me. Now, so we did a point here, point here. We're going to do point here, point here. Again, with all mobility work, we make the 4 points and then we connect them to a 360. Let's go this way. Push. Pushing against this hand, hips steady. You can do the seated or standing. Push, 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 push. Good. So now we have our 4 points. And now try to move, try to keep this steady right here. This is steady. You can lean against a wall to keep this steady, or you could sit, or you can just be mindful of keeping it steady like I am right now. I'm standing. And make a circle. Connect the points. Back, side, forward, side, back. Connect all 4 points. Reverse it. Just reverse the circle, doesn't matter which way you were going. Good. Okay, let that go. This should feel a little bit more mobile now. Notice the difference now if we go back and do this one. Feel that. Just for an observation, I want you to feel this. Now all of a sudden, look at this. Me too. My ribs are moving more now as I'm doing this one. Now reverse it. Now all of a sudden my ribs, because we just worked those, that's why it's great to do it in that order. Look at the difference in the way my ribs are moving. This is all moving now. This is wonderful. This is so many health benefits from keeping the ribs moving, not sticky. And they're massaging all the organs underneath it. So notice that difference. All of a sudden, this one now feels different because we unlocked this. Now let's unlock the hips. We're going to go side to side, down like a smiley face. Smiley face. So here we go. One side, the other side. Hip out to the right, hip out this way. This way, just warming them up. Warm them up, side to side. And then now go into a circle. We could have also done forward, backwards, but we've been doing hip circles for a while, so I wasn't feeling the need to go into all 4. But if you really have time and you want to warm up, you could do hips forward, forward, back, side, 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 right? And then you could go into your hip circles. Remember, I'm moving from my hips. This is not hip steady and my head. See this difference? This is a head circle. This is not even a head circle. This is a different way to do it, but that's not what we're doing. We're moving the hips. Hips are making a big circle. Reverse it. Feel the stretching as you past all of these sticky points. This is a wonderful mobility type stretch. You may adjust, your sacrum may adjust, your lower back is going to feel a stretching. And then come up. And lastly, cross the hands. 4 points, again, before the circle, 4 points. Chin forward, chin back. Forward, I'm on a table, back. Forward, back. Now, harder one, side to side, Egyptian. I know it's hard. Sometimes raising your shoulders a little bit helps. Look how I'm better if I raise my shoulders just a little bit. It's almost like the raising the shoulders cradles me enough that I can do it. When my shoulders are down, it's harder. But now it's actually see it's happening. But this is a little bit of a cheat, but in a good way, side to side, on a table. I'm on a table. Now, so what did we do? 4 points, side, side, forward, backwards, right? We did all 4 points. Now, this is not the bobblehead yet. This is just 4 directions. back, side, forward, side. Just connecting the 4 points. Reverse it. Connecting all 4 points. Again, chin on the table, flat, parallel to earth. Now, here we go. This is called bobblehead. This is traditional neck circles. Go into that next. Try to keep an elongated neck while you do that. You can cross the hands or not. Reverse it. Oh, oh, that was nice. I got an adjustment right here. And last thing, just to counteract the texting and the reading and all that stuff when our head is down, shoulders up, look up. Drop the shoulders, look forward. Shoulders up, look up. Drop them, look forward. Go to the side. A couple of these. You all know this one, cross fiber massage. Other side. Back to Wu Chi. Shake it out. Shake that all out. Let it all go. Back to Wu Chi. Sink left. Push off that left leg. Push as you scoop the chi around you. Bring the foot in. The foot and the hands meet at the same time. I'm stomping my foot only to show you how it's meeting with the hands. We don't need to stomp the foot. And then let the hands float down the front of the body to do our come to center closing. Palms towards you, just wanding through your etheric field. One more aligning of the chakras and your 3 energy gates. One more, scoop the chi. Float them down, palms towards you. Going through all 7 chakras and 3 energy gates. And palms together, heart center. Thank you.